Okay, that was a commercial break. So, Michelle said, "Oh, you are more than welcome. I'm so proud of you for staying the course and staying 10 toes for the cupcake committee." Yes, yes, yes. My Auntie Michelle D is the best to ever do it. Yes, yes, yes. And that is what this is about. Aunt said, "Oh, community is." Yes, yes, yes. Definitely. I'm doing good tonight, honey. This evening. I ain't got my glasses on. No, I ain't got, I guess it's these lashes. I can see. It's the lashes. I can see. Anyway. All right. Let me slow down. I'm telling you, the chat, between the chat and my foolishness, I'm trying to tell you. But no, this is important. And all jokes aside, we never want to be like the 9 that never returned to say thank you. We never know when we say thank you to someone, or even if we let people know how they affect us, we never know the effect it will have on them. And I finally came to a place in my life where I am okay with not knowing all the time. But what I'm not okay with is being silent when I need to speak up, when I need to let you know that my heart is filled with gratitude and that I appreciate you. We definitely, and when we are at a place where we can celebrate ourselves, then we can in turn celebrate other people, and we can do it freely. Most people hear the word celebrate and they oftentimes celebrate that with things, money, stress, because I got to get you something. I got to go all out and I got to do this. But for me, celebrating me every now and then is just a simple thank you.
Mhm.
Every now and then, it's just reminding people what they have done in our lives, how they have impacted our lives. And as leaders, sometimes we need to be reminded that we need to go back and say thank you.
Mhm.
Sometimes as leaders, we need to be reminded that we didn't get here just by ourselves. And so I definitely appreciate the shout out. Malia McLean said, "Happy birthday." Who is that?
Thank you.
Who is that in that background walking back and
Yeah.
forth?
You might as well say hi.
Guys, you got to say hi to the people
This
because you're
my
walking back and forth.
say hi, Malik. Yeah, y'all know Malik.
Hey,
This is
Malik, we
Malik.
know who you are. Hey.
How y'all doing? What's going on?
This is
Hey,
my big baby.
yes,
This
yes.
is his
Oh,
Doug
look,
son.
there's another one.
My daughter
He
Kilo.
babysitting his daughter Kilo.
Oh, yes, yes.
That's
It
my
is a
oldest baby
pleasure.
right there.
That's the oldest baby.
Yeah,
I know that's right. It feels good, doesn't it?
yeah. I love me some him.
Oh, okay. So now I have another question. I do. Yes, Michelle, we love us some Michelle. We thank you for being who you are and for sojourning alongside those of us who just did not know what to do and came to you with what we had and said, "You're the person to know what we need to do with all this stuff." All these ideas, all these goals that we in our mind think is ridiculous. We think it's too big, or we think it's too small. We think it's not enough. It's always great to have Michelle in your pocket
Yes, Lord.
that can tell you, "Sis, if you don't get yourself gathered, if you don't get yourself gathered, you can dream it, if you can envision it, if you can hope for it, if you can write it, it's yours. You just got to show up and do the work for it." And so I want to know, how was the process? Was the process easy or was it difficult for you?
For starting the cupcake committee.
Yes.
So to be honest, because we all about being honest and
Yes.
transparency. It in the beginning, I made it stressful for myself because I realized that I was trying to do step, E, F, G, and I hadn't gotten to ABC yet. And I just wanted to do this, do that. And it took for Michelle to calm me down. And so I do this thing where when I have this idea, I want to start from the end, and I have to work my way to the end. And so once I realized that I was doing too much, because that my sister had to tell me, "You doing too much," it became easier, and actually, it became actually very I want to say gratifying, because she allowed me to like go through the steps of starting my nonprofit. So she made sure that when we were in the first part of it, that we stayed there until it was finished and complete, and then we moved on to the next step, and then my anxiety became less and less, then it just felt good knowing that as I was learning how to start and run and organize my nonprofit, that I could always, just call her um, with questions. So to answer your question, I would say I would be lying if I said in the beginning that it wasn't, because I went into it blindly, and not knowing what I was doing. But now I can hold my head up proud. And when someone asks me, what is your nonprofit? How did you start a nonprofit? What all did it include? I can say, well, step one, I had to do this. Step two, I had to do that. I have to do this every year to make sure my nonprofit is in good standings. I'm proud of that I'm able to do that. So, I would say this, anytime you want to start something, because everyone doesn't have a Michelle or a person that they can go to. Just do it one day at a time. Don't do like me and try to do like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Just take your time, have patience, because you don't want to create something and then have someone be able to just take it from you. So if you don't have the knowledge of what you started or why you started it, it can be easily just taken from you. So it's very important to know what you're doing and why you're doing it. So yeah, I would say now it's a piece of cake. It's a piece of cake. If I had to help someone start a nonprofit in the beginning phases, I would be able to do that because of what I learned with her help. So yeah, I'm proud now.
I know that's right. So I'm going to put this disclaimer out there. You have a Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
I got a few Michelles in my life, but we both share this particular Michelle, right? Yes. Mm-hmm. Michelle Fisher said Michelle's all the best.
I know that's right.
Okay, y'all are the best. Y'all are the best. The Michelles have it tonight. Yes, yes, yes. But there are some people that will desire a Tyra, and they don't know that it's a Tyra that is that God has created the provisions for. And so you went through what you went through so that someone who you will encounter, God will bring in your path. Remember, we ain't getting tripped up on who we see, who we encounter. We never know who God will bring. God has a great sense of humor. I'm trying to tell you. I was laughing today earlier, like, dude, are you serious? Like, I know you joking. He got a good sense of humor. So we just never know who God is putting us in a position to assist.
That's true.
All we have to do is remain steadfast and do what he say do for whomever he puts in our path. Not who we choose. And most of the time, when we don't choose it, we don't want to do it. We don't want to help.
That part.
Let me take that back. I don't want to help. I want to, Michelle, I want to practice my right to remain silent. But I dare not, because I recognize that greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. So God always wins. He always wins.
Yes, get you a
I gotta
Michelle.
give me a Michelle. No,
It
bro.
might not be a Shell.
No, bro. No, don't go get a Michelle. You better check the Michelles that you already got in your life and ask, are you sure? Now, I got me and Michelle, like quite a few of them. I'm telling you. Yes, Mama Joy. God always wins. And this is about, just celebrating, just having fun, just going through. But yeah, we do want to really hit on the points that we need to hit, because we can talk all day long, lay out our resume. We can do that all day long. All the things that we have been able to accomplish and the things that we know now that we can get done if we put in the work. We can do that. And it's all good, but there's a time and a place for that. Mm-hmm. And oftentimes we miss the opportunity to show up for someone else. And so I want to ask you in this celebratory moment.
Not Barack got a Michelle.
Not Barack. Y'all have to share. LOL. Listen. I'm trying to tell you, I am locked in, and I am an appointed armor bearer. And so from this point on, nobody can get this, Michelle, unless they come through me. I'm trying to tell you, what them Michelle's help you get to the top, then keep going back for others when I get. All right, Harriet Tubman.
Michelle got her bodyguard and her wife on the same line.
Oh, that's Lady Marlowe. Hey. I meant when you get there. Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman, what do you do when we don't want to move? When we don't want to be free? What do you do? Oh man, this is too funny. I'm telling you. I love my life. Wouldn't you say that your life is amazing?
I definitely would. My story is just one to tell. If people just knew, where I've been and where I'm at now, I can honestly say I'm so happy with my life. I say it all the time. If God didn't give me anything else, I am okay with what I have right now. And I mean that wholeheartedly.
I find myself, I've said that often, that if he didn't bless me anymore, my heart would truly be satisfied. Amen. Because when I look back over my life, good God Almighty, the fact that I am still here in my right mind says a whole lot. So there's one thing that you did not talk about that I would like to talk about.
What is that, my love?
And that is your poetry.
Okay.
We really did not talk about that. So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about what inspired you to begin to write poetry. That's one question, and I'm going to ask you another question.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to plug my computer.
I told you, this is what you get on the People Pusher show. This is a commercial break. So did you get your copy of It Takes One to Know One, and Workbook and Journal? If you haven't, I'm going to need you to go over to pusherlife.org. Is Amazon on the list? I need to know. Can somebody tell me? Because my books are there. You can go there too. You can also go to globalbutterflyeffectscommunity.com and you can purchase It Takes One Workbook and Journal and People Pusher. You can. I also have been nominated as an author who writes to inspire, uplift, because I am a part of the initiative, the visionary, and the founder of Healing 1 Million People, One Person at a Time initiative. I have been nominated, so I will be walking the purple carpet in March, the end of March. And I hope that some of you all can tap in and come. It will be the whole shebang. We will walk the carpet, take pictures, talk to people, do interviews as we walk the carpet, and be merry with all other authors. Some who have been in authors for a minute and some who are new, but I'm so grateful that someone seen it necessary to nominate me, and I will be there. I am hunt dressing, so if you have ideas for dresses that I should wear, now remember, it is a purple carpet, and if you know my colors, it's purple, black, and silver. So if you have an idea, I'll let you dress me. You can inbox me your dress ideas, and I will do my best. I will get a team of a group of people to yes, when I look back over my life, I will get a couple people to assist me. Amazon is on the list. Oh, well, go to pusherlife.org or Global Butterfly Effects Community.com and purchase the book. Ain't it just good to have your own stuff? And I also want to let you know that support really does cost. Sometimes your support may cost you a finger. Like right now, I'm going to ask that whatever platform you are watching this in, that you take a second and go over and like it. Like it. What this do is activate the algorithm. And what we want to do is become a community of people that supports each other. We are often having conversations about how we don't support one another. So let's be a part of the solution and not the problem. Go over to that thumbnail, the one that is pointing up, and like the video. Yes, like it. It will support you and your girl so that we can chat together. But yes, go over to pusherlife.org. If you have not taken the pledge, I am asking you to take the pledge, Healing 1 Million People, One Person at a Time. That link is in the on my website. You can go on my website and you can take the pledge. This pledge is not for me. You're not taking it for me. You're taking it for yourself, so that you can continue your healing and be intentional about being in your journey. You will be a participant in your own growth and development. No, Michelle, here's the Michelle again, often tells us no one is coming to save us. We got to save ourselves. And so I am asking you, I am not turned off. I am not turned away. I am not discouraged by the things of the world, because I know that there is no source greater than the source. And so because I'm tapped in, I'm not worried at all. However, if you want to get to the place where we are uplifting and building our community, if we want to reunite and bring restoration, we have to continue to support one another. My bro, High Def Tone, for instance, he has an event coming up in March. Go to Instagram, tap in, follow him. He has the link in his bio where you can tap in and become a part of what it is that he is doing. So many of us, if you consider yourself a woman in the middle, if you are a leader, if you are already tapped in, I am asking that you come on over to the Ladies League of Baltimore. There, you know somebody that knows somebody that's connected. And if you are at a place where you are ready to move forward in the position that you are in, tap in. And if you know someone who has a criminal background, like, tap in. There is resources out here. Pivot Workforce Development. You know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that's connected to these people. So let's get involved to begin to pour into this. And we know whenever we have an organization, it definitely takes finances. So donate. We give ourselves to Tumu, what is it called? Sheen and all those other places. But we have people that are in our community that are designers, that make clothes, that design clothes with their name, because that's all you're paying for is somebody's name. Why not go to your neighbor, the one that you see every day, that you know that is active in fashion, and purchase clothing that's suitable for you from them. That is how we uplift and build our community. Okay, with a little bit of time that we have left, I am
So
going to ask.
sorry.
No problem. This is the People Pusher Show. Anything can happen. Anything will happen. And guess what? We don't care because the message is still the message. You be back. And guess what? I have so much to share and so much to say. So they ain't missing nothing. So I'm going to get back to you in the couple minutes that we have left. If you could say, let's say that this was the last time that you would be given an opportunity to share. And there is someone out there who is listening, who is struggling, who feels we got a little echo. I'm going to continue talking because I understand that my village continues to show up, and we want to get to a place because, like you, Tyra, for instance, I know you, but there are people that you know that I don't know. This is how we create community, by dipping into, by extending. I know what it is that Tyra does, so it's my responsibility to take that information into the people she don't know. I'm not really helping her or supporting her if I'm going to the people that she can go to. I am to a certain extent if I got to motivate them to get active and be involved. But to a certain extent, we have to get out of that comfort zone. And I'm talking to you all, but I'm really talking to myself. We have to begin to be transparent. And transparent only really means giving information away freely. And so as I share my information, I want like Trivia Inspirational Radio. Shout out to y'all for giving me a seat at the table. If you have not tapped in, tap in. They play music all day. We listen to 92Q. We listen to all the other stations. We even travel, if we can, to other states, if we can play it. And I know I do it. Why not support the people that is local, that is in your area? That has the resources. That's why I open it up for the Ladies League of Baltimore and Pivot Workforce Development. If it works for me, I'm gonna continue to talk about it. I'm gonna continue to share about it because it's working for me. So, are you ready, Tyra?
Yes.
Okay, so my question to you is, if there is someone out there who's listening who feels like that they just can't. They're not at a place where they can celebrate themselves. They feel like they are unworthy. They feel like my past is determining my future. And I think, feel, and believe that no one would take me seriously. I think, feel, and believe that no one would give me a chance, would give me an opportunity. What would you say to that person or them people who feel like celebrating themselves is just alien, it's just far out there and they can't see it?
I would simply say stop it. Don't think that way, because it's just simply not true. And I say that because I am a living testimony. I never thought I would be where I am because I didn't think that I was deserving of what God has blessed me with. So I would simply say, stop it. You are deserving. You do deserve all of the praise, all of the honor. And just understand that what God has for you, it is for you. No one can take it away. And even when you don't think you deserve it, God is going to give it to you whether you want it or not.
Yes.
So you might as well open up and receive what it is He has for you. I am nowhere near where I think I should be in life, but I am exactly where God wants me to be. And so I've learned to accept it and not feel bad. Once you learn not to feel bad for what you receive, then you'll be okay. And then you can open your mind up to understanding that God is going to give you exactly what He wants you to have. And you're actually doing him wrong when you don't allow the blessings in. And so just stop it, because you're going to receive the blessings anyway. And when you start receiving blessings, you don't understand God is giving you these blessings so that you can bless others. That's why it's not just to keep them to yourself. It's not just to brag. It's just not to say, oh, God did all these things for me. It's so that you can continue to be a blessing to others, and then that person can be a blessing to others. So I would simply say, just start living in your truth, and then everything else is just going to fall in line.
Wow, I thank you for that. Lady Marlo said, Amen. Yes, sis. Yes, that was powerful. That was powerful. Oftentimes, when I'm winding down and I'm about to close the show, what I do is I talk to the chat. Everyone who's in the chat who's been participating. I'm going to do something different. I want to talk to you for these last couple minutes. I do want to remind everyone to tap in next Wednesday at 6:30, same time, same weekday. Tap in. I'll be here to continue to push forward with me. I definitely appreciate it. I definitely do. As you see, we are growing and we are doing something different. And so, you all in the chat, I want to challenge you. Next week, bring another person. I appreciate you for always showing up. But the challenge is for you to bring another person with you next week. I'm not going to tell you who will be on the show because guess what? I don't know yet. But I want to challenge you. We're about building community. And if you were inspired today, if you heard something that I know Michelle is just tickled in her whole heart. If you were inspired today, you walked away with something. If you didn't hear anything, I want you to hear, celebrate yourself. The small wins, the little wins, the tiny wins. That is what I want to concentrate on for a minute. Because some of us don't believe a win is a win. I can take one step and then sometimes I feel like I'm getting knocked back down twice. But yet that one step was big. And we don't take time to celebrate that. We consume ourselves with taking the 2 steps back. We're only taking the 2 steps back because we're not celebrating and recognizing the step forward that we made. And so I want to, on this evening, before we let you go, on this great evening, on your birthday, I want to say to you, thank you. Thank you for giving us a piece of you. Thank you for sharing traces of you. Thank you for just opening up and sharing your Yeah, you're going in and out. I don't know if it's me. Can you hear me? Can you not? What is happening? Can y'all hear me out there, people? Oh, that's Tyra messing up. It was Tyra. Blame it on Tyra this time. It's Tyra. It ain't me this time. She keep getting frozen. But I just want to celebrate her on tonight because it's almost my time. And you know, if I start on time, I want to end on time because I respect your time. So Tyra, on tonight, before you start messing up again, I just want to remind you that we appreciate you, that we appreciate the fact that you took this time to push forward with us on your special day. We do not take that granted. And I want to remind you that it's just not today that we celebrate you. We will celebrate you tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day until your next birthday. Why? Because we are a body of people that enjoy celebrating what God is doing in people's lives. That's all we're doing. We're celebrating what God is doing in your life. It's not about the extra stuff, the stuff that the superficial stuff. It's not about that. Like, I don't have a whole lot of money, but what I can give you is the gift of love. What I can give you is the gift of a friendship. What I can give you is the gift of support. What I can give you is, girl, where is your next event so I can show up? I can at least do that. So I am not counting myself out. I'm not dumbing down the resources that I can bring. And we oftentimes do that. And so on this evening, you in the chat, come on, let's celebrate. Let's take a couple minutes as we wind down to just come back and celebrate her, wish her a happy birthday. It's still not over. It is still early. And we want to let her know how much we appreciate her in this hour for sharing with us. I thank you all in the chat for always showing up, being diligent, always pushing, always participating. And you never know, you might be up next. Hey, sugar sweet treats and things. It's catchy, right? It's catchy. And so I want you to be a part of the cupcake committee. See what you can do to help them build and help them continue to grow. Tap in. Where can people contact you if they want to be involved, if they want to donate, if they want to do anything? How can they get involved?
So if you would like to be involved in any way, we are on Instagram. You can go to the Cupcake Committee. You can also go to our email address, which is the CC Committee. Right now, because I'm not a 501c3, which I'm working on, I appreciate any donation to help us. And our Cash App is also Cupcake Committee. So we appreciate any help that we can receive right now. But I know we are, because of the time, I just wanted to share this with you. Your book and your journal has done so much for me, sister. I wanted to share some things in your book and your journal, but because of time, but I just want you to know that from the beginning to the end, it is just amazing. And if I could just I just want to share one. I don't want to give it away, but can I please share this one paragraph in your book?
Yes, ma'am.
So many things about your journal and your book influenced me, to the affirmations, to the letter that you wrote to your 13-year-old self, to you finding yourself after 19 years of serving some of your time, how you compared when you play hockey to the black puck. I know you know what I'm talking about. So I don't want to give, if you haven't
read that thing, you was in that, you did that thing, honey.
You got to go get it. I don't want to share, but so much, but it is so deep. It is so real. It is so transparent. So if you have not gotten your workbook journal or your book, People Pusher, I'm telling you to get it. And I just want to share this particular paragraph. It says, I was not denying anyone's truth. I just started accepting my own and embracing it. We rise above. We are and we can break from anything that prohibits us from traveling beyond the norm of just having potential. Understand you are the creator of your own conditions, and in you is the ability to change your conditions. You must first recognize and become who you are.
Wow.
Baby, that thing set in my spirit. I'm telling you.
Oh, look at that. I love it.
So get your copy, please. I'm telling you.
I'm definitely going to have you back so that we can delve into the workbook and journal. I have a couple women that also have been doing the workbook and journal, and so I would I pray that you would accept my invitation to come back so that we can talk about the workbook and journal. This workbook and journal is special. And I want people to tap in and be involved. And I'm so appreciative. I should have said that. And I guess I didn't say it. God didn't unction me to say it so that you can say it. But you have been one of them ones. You are the one that follows directions. That you follow directions to the T. Kawana Prince said powerful. Read that book. Yes, read that book, workbook and journal. Read it and do the work. Read it, do the work. Next week, bring her back. So one person already said next week, bring her back. Happy birthday, Tyra. Diamond said yes. I want to be involved. Yes, that is yes. Love you and thank you, Tyra. Yes. And so what I will do, thanks for the message, ladies. Thank you, Mrs. Prince. We appreciate you. And she says, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Tyra from Cal. These people, you got people from Texas shouting you out, baby. Mr. Pat said, happy HBD Tyra, happy birthday with the shoes and the hearts. Yes, yes, yes. You know what we like? Powerful. She read that book. Yes, she did, honey. Yes, come back. And so what I will do is, because you are popular demand, what I will do is I will call you and a couple other ladies, and we will do the workbook and journal out loud next week if you are available. So let me know if you are available, and I will make that happen next week. You and a couple other ladies, and we will definitely go through the workbook and journal because this is about healing out loud. Is there anything that you want to say before we close out? Because this is my time.
I just want to say thank you for having me. Remember that we are in Black History Month. So to all of my ladies, just remember to live out your truth and celebrate. Just celebrate.
Yes, yes, yes. And understand that Black History starts on January the 1st to December the 31st. Understand we celebrate our excellence every day of the year, which is why today we taking the time to celebrate Tyra the poet. And so, yes, I will have her back. And guess what I am going to force her to do? Open up the show with one of her poems. Yes, yes, yes. We're going to get our snaps on. And so hopefully she is available to come back next week so that we can do the workbook and journal. And I will reach out to a couple other ladies that I know who have been in it intentionally. And so that is my time. It is your girl Pusher. If you're not pushing forward, you're moving backwards. Tyra, say that thing out loud. Forward ever, backwards never.
Yes, forward ever, backwards never.
You in the chat, say it, say it, say it. Forward ever, backwards never. We're not going back. The only time we're going back is for a frame of a reference or if we need to remember. Yes, we will bring Tyra back. And so with that, that is my time. Thank you to Trivia Inspirational Radio for giving me a seat at the table. Thank you for my 37 subscribers on YouTube. I appreciate you. The goal is 100. Get me to 100 and I will begin to do live content on YouTube at People Pusher 2. Tonight was my fault. I started streaming on there late. But I want you to be a part of the community. So I'm trying to push me to 100 subscribers. I know you, and I know that you know somebody that I don't know, and that person knows somebody that you don't know. That is how we build a community. So talk about it at People Pusher number 2. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. But right now, like this. It doesn't take much. Right now, I need you to hit the like button. Whatever platform you are on, hit the like button. Y'all want Tyra back, so y'all better do what I say. Hit that like button if you want to see her back next week.
I came home and I came to the Philemon house. Best thing I ever did. They supplied me the resources to accomplish my dreams. At the same token, allowed me and encouraging me to stay focused on the hill from which cometh my help. After 90 days of being on house arrest, I finally got out and I got a job. I didn't have a pair of shoes to go and perform my job as boots was required for one of the things. And guess what? Somebody from the Lehman house came and bought me a pair of boots. When that happened, people say that's the smallest things, but guess what? That was a big deal for me, you know? And Sister Tracy came and I told her about that. She went to the store and bought me a pair of boots. I wore the soles out them boots.